Slice. We just kicking it today. We talking about Jay Bizzle and his team of people. Joe Budden, you know, he kicking it out there with his team and they having some issues and shit like that. You know, they squad in the beef zone. All right. Yesterday I had some audio issues. We back. So I appreciate y'all for coming out over and checking out the channel. And we just gonna basically go back through what's going on with Joe Budden and his people. Like yesterday was like an implosion over there at the show, and it was really crazy to see, you know, as all of us are fans and we watch his show and we rock with Joe Budden, but it's like, damn, they had a fucking wow out. You know what I'm saying? Do you wish they would have fought? Because you guys probably already know about what was going on. Two of Joe Budden guys got into a real heated argument trying to see who's going to be. Do you wish they actually would have fought? But they would have. Do you wish they would have fought? Actually, I say actually too, because that actually happened. All right, start the poll. Let's get the poll going and let's get over here to the goddamn content that we talking about, because we talking about that shit. We talking about. You know what I mean? Yo, go check my movie out too. I'm gonna try to put it over there in the comment section real quick, but I'm gonna scroll down to where I think all the drama is. Oh yeah, rest in peace to old boy today, man. What's his name? He gone too soon. D'Angelo. Look like God yanked him up out of here, man. And he was 1 year younger than me, so I'm kind of sad. I thought he was older than me all this time. Never would have known he was younger than me. Crazy. But he was younger than me the whole time. So check that out. Who would have thunk it? All right, I'm just seeing if I was going to switch my hats. Okay, where's the JBP? Looked like I looked at it on one of the other channels, so let me just write it in there. I know it's going to be up there like that because it's big time. All right, so we're going to try to talk about it. When there's a white lady get done talking, and then we'll flip the camera over and I'll let y'all hear all of the drama. So let's go. Take that as disrespectful. There's a lot of you say that we take disrespectful before. There's a lot of shit you said I take disrespectful. No, Imani, I'm not potting. I'm not potting. Are we talking to me? No, every time you get mad, you talk like that. Ain't not cool. No, you holding a sucker. That's the same shit. No, y'all can talk outside. No, y'all. I'm talking to outside. Not outside. You're not. Oh, right. You're in here having a blast.
It's true. And if you do have that, hold on, if that really did happen.
And after that, many thought he was engaging in content over everything tactics. But from today's episode, we can see that wasn't the case. So this whole Mark versus Flip situation has been brewing over the last few months, with the two of them fighting for control of the show. It's almost like a reconciliation of Joe Budden's past and Joe Budden's future. And one side you have Flip, the antic-driven man who's able to entertain in an empty room. On the other side, you have Mark Lamont Hill, the professor who can take conversations to the next level. Over the last few weeks, it really started to reach a fever pitch with exchanges like this.
Getting at the topic.
Yo,
no, that's what you got brought here for. Nah, we already talking about the topic. You got brought here for to talk. You can run your mouth so he can look at your podcast, bro. Too many people talking. I got him. No, you got me. You about to fry me up. No, I'm not frying you. It's too many people talking. I'm not gonna talk over. So we'll all be quiet. What topic do you want to talk about?
Nothing. But today it would boil over. So let's outline what exactly led up to this moment.
So now, you see, it's a battle. I agree with the dude saying it's a battle for power over there. They trying to see who's gonna be the biggest D-sucker of Joe Budden. And them niggas need to get their shit together because y'all men, first of all. And all that jaw jacking and don't know hand swing and show both y'all wearing panties. Because why you even going through all that if you ain't going to get into nothing right? That first of all, it's the internet. This the whole world watching you. Shut up, pipe down if you ain't going to get up and start swinging arms. But then it got so volatile, they shouldn't technically even be on the show together because it's going to implode again. They need to probably go out on a camping trip and do some trust drops and shit with each other because otherwise they're going to be finally getting into it. Let's get back to it.
promotions, things start to begin with a little simmer. The joke that set this all off really was Mark's joke about Imani taking a short in the last negotiation.
How about you, Imani? Outside of the last contract negotiation.
And then
this
is
2 years ago.
2 years ago I took a short. Wait, what did he say? That is what Flip is referring to as Mark sneak dissing.
And I love y'all. Do sneaky shit. Respect you. It is not sneaky. I'm talking to you. You're not listening.
Then Flip says he's a team player.
Listen, pay attention, Mark. I need you to hear me. I'm a team player, so.
But Mark is like, whoa. He responds with incredulous questioning, like, you really think you a team player?
You think so? Of course I am. You really think so? I am. You really think you're a team player?
And as a watcher of the show, and as anybody else watching the show, everyone knows Flip is not a team player. That is one of Flip's tactics. He pays lip service to certain themes he wants out there about him. He is far from a team player. He has fought almost everyone on the show, and he has been the reason for some of the most egregious acts of unprofessionalism that has ever occurred on the show. Then Mark follows up by letting the chopper go.
So let's explain how he's a team player. Of course. Like you are good, you're generous, you welcome new people, you don't get insecure, you don't fight for space.
I mean, this guy was saying a lot of stuff, and I think it was just getting there slowly but surely. And Flip follows up with his own disagreement about.
So you can see these guys been billowing like a fire. They've been ready to go at each other, but there's so many people there and there's so much stuff going on. They don't really just go at each other right away. They kind of talk about this, that, and the third. They in conversations with other people, but in a nutshell, they hate each other. They want to say this shit the whole time, but they don't. They not. Maybe one person don't know it to the same extent, but they can feel the vibe. That's why this guy could read it so easily. He could read what's going on. I'm just looking at them yelling, and I'm thinking like, why ain't y'all fighting? Because it seemed like y'all got this real big feeling about each other, but don't nobody say nothing. Nigga, just go outside and make it happen. Joe Budden said y'all can't step outside this spot. Y'all got to go down the block. Well, then that's what men do. Let's walk down the motherfucking block and figure this out. Because why can't we figure this out? Why is there so much we beefing like this? Let's just figure this out. But then you see they both didn't do that. Let's get back to it.
The assertion that he is not a team player.
If my man cut to me like, yo, hey, I gotta put out more. I need you to take a seat. I'm going to.
Flip then kind of unknowingly reveals he quit on the show, outlining that he has already made an impact.
I'm in my own world. I know what I already did. I know what I'm here to do. You can make all the faces you want to over there too, both of y'all. I know what I'm here to do.
Essentially trying to explain the way he's been behaving on the show as of late. Many have noticed he's been disengaged. He hasn't really been taking part in conversations, still arriving late. And it's important to also remember this conversation is happening all under the specter of Melissa Ford's absence. Well, not absence. She's no longer on the show. Could Flip's antics have led to Melissa Ford's exit and this blow up from Mark? Then Flip reveals that Joe might have told Flip to fall back in light of Mark's addition. Now, I don't know if that really happened, but that just looks like the subtext of this conversation. Jaywan, who happens to be there, also does a great job of pointing out that Flip, with this back and forth, was insinuating he would take a pay cut. It's funny, and it also our tip.
So you see, we walking it down. We seeing what this guy perspective of it is. His show called The Stop, and he giving us a little breakdown of it all. You know, it really was a real big blast off with them. You know, they thought they were tighter homies and shit like that. But, you know, you never know who really your friend in life, you know, who you really tight with. Is it just a job? You know, I've had jobs where you had to whoop somebody's ass or get in somebody's face. It's like a job. So, you know, you might be cool with somebody. Then you have had jobs where motherfuckers was solid as hell. Like motherfuckers who we could have been friends way later in life. Now, did we become friends way later in life? No. But I'm saying you meet people like that and you be like, this nigga's pretty cool.
Or the same pay. And
trying to see.
The job and you have
Let's get back to it.
Hot 97 and how if certain members of the team that have, you know, more leverage in the workplace, if they say other people are messing up, is that bad on that coworker?
Is it, if you work at a job and you have influence and power, but you're not the boss, is it up to try to get somebody fired?
Yes. If they don't mean you any physical harm or you don't feel threatened by them in a real way, I think you taking food off another man's table.
Then Mark almost makes a joke that sets Flip off.
Mark up here to be the smart, but
And it brings you to be the funny.
if we say you couldn't possibly.
He doesn't go all the way, But Flip knows that Mark was about to say a joke that was diabolical, and he starts to pump his chest up.
Let's talk about it.
Saying that Mark always tries to suck up to the rest of the cast. Well, really Joe Budden and Ian, I suspect.
It's like a new kid that tried to suck up to a boss. He got to try to point flaws out of everybody else.
And Mark follows back by saying he's the one that's always sucking up to Joe.
I know you're not talking. Yo, come on. I'll never say. When we talk about everything Joe said, is it funny? Do you talk about Joe?
And I must say that, yes, it's true. Flip always is trying to argue. Like, he'll argue with Joe, but he's always constantly seeking approval from him as well. Flip counters by saying he does it on the show, but that Mark backbites behind the scenes and tries to manipulate.
But I don't do that behind the scenes and try to backbite and talk about it. Neither do I.
That's essentially saying that Mark is a snake. Now,
So this shit is like a serious breakdown to every single second of that conversation, because it really plays out real fast. But hearing the guy break down every nook and cranny of their conversation, I didn't know it was all this intricate bullshit that the niggas had between each other. But obviously they've been beefing for a while. And anytime it's beef like that, it's gonna come out eventually.
With
It's gonna drop out.
You spend $1,000
podcasts like the Joe Budden Twitter community.
you the busiest man in the world. You spend $1,000 trying to communicate and speak to people to be accepted by people that this community that just built through the community.
And once again, Mark, he's saying that he does stuff behind the scenes to win favor with Joe and presumably Ian. Now, I want to zoom in on this point because Flip often targets members of the show for trying to be cool with people from the Spaces community. Remember, the argument that Ian and Flip had, where they almost fought too, was about Ian talking to members of the Spaces, like my Spaces. He tells Flip not to call him a sucker. Mark's body language then turns aggressive, with Flip saying he don't care, and Mark saying F you. That's right, Mark was taking it there all the way. And Flip says he wasn't calling Mark a sucker, but that he just likes to do sucker stuff. Hood semantics, y'all. He was calling Mark a sucker, but because it was getting escalated and he realized it was the workplace, he tried to back up off that statement. Imani then gets up to calm Mark down by rubbing his shoulder, but we all know that never really works and it actually makes things worse. Perhaps Imani was actually trying to get there and be in the mood. Flip, hey, you always trying to act and ice were not.
All right, so they're not gonna play the rest of it, but you can see this bit is a crazy ass fight, and these niggas went into it, boy.
Thank you, because I don't want people, because people will hear that and think I do that. Well, I don't know if you do it, but you have any reason to think I do that? I don't know. Do you have any reason to think I do that? I don't know, because you just said that. You said you cracking a joke with Joe. Like, you cracking a joke with Joe? No, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I think the people need to see this show. Hey, you got.
Guess what? It's going out.
It's going out.
What's the difference between what we did last week?
Just want to care about what people shouldn't see, then shut up.
Then don't say it.
This is going out.
I'm comfortable with everything I'm saying.
Okay. This is going right out.
I love you, Flip. I love you too.
FedEx too.
But no, I don't think. But hey, as a matter of fact, next to it, separate shit.
UPS. Here's the tracking link.
As a matter of fact, you know I don't, because whatever you've ever told me, you know ain't never come out, and whatever ever happened that I witnessed to, I ain't never said shit about.
Yeah, like
even
what?
when that I'm not gonna say it, because then
That's
that's all I'm gonna say. I can't nobody up here say nothing different.
What's your secret?
We kept your secret, boy.
What secrets?
We know your secret.
I'll tell you off air. I'm not even gonna allude to it on
That's
I don't move that way.
See, this is loyal.
That's not loyal.
Not that shit you do. This lawyer ain't gonna blow you up in front of millions, nigga.
Please, you talking about? No, and to be clear for the ones, it ain't nothing personal. It ain't about personal life. I don't want to make it sound like that because I don't want people to think. Oh, you talking about anything that I tell you, niggas? Anything that happened, I can talk about. And it's for you to talk about. So anything that I'm saying, I won't. So if you allude to it, because you say a lot of tricky words. No, I don't. I say regular words that's tricky to you.
Tricky words, funny as shit.
That's another thing you do, right? Like, my nigga, you the busiest man in the world. You spend 1,000 hours trying to communicate and speak to people to be accepted by people that this community, that this nigga built through the community. I don't need to do that. That's our job. I believe in myself. That's our job. Our job is to come up here and work and show and put our best foot forward. And that's what I do. That's our job. plus do other shit behind the scenes.
You mean like
try
promote the show?
To try to win favor. You try to win favors.
You mean like fan
what
engagement?
way, though?
You try to
What
win
way?
favors.
All right, you already know.
Period. To me, you try to win favors.
With the
And
fans?
then on top of that, even if you do win
They're the
favors,
fans, they're our audience, Flip.
even if you do win favors, you try to point out everything else that nobody do. That's sucker shit to me.
When do I do that?
You try to point
Don't
out.
call me a sucker no more. Don't call me a sucker no more.
No.
Don't call me a sucker no
Nobody
more.
gonna do that for
Don't
you.
call me a sucker no more.
Nobody- that's
Don't
sucker
call me a
shit.
sucker no more.
That's sucker shit.
Flip.
I'm not calling you
Fuck
out saying
man.
that's sucker shit. I can take that. I'm not calling you. I'm saying that's sucker shit. You not a sucker, but that's
And I'm
sucker
telling you,
shit.
you say that sucker shit, I take it like you saying it to me. So I'm saying,
What I'm saying, if you talk behind the scenes,
let's do this.
if you
Let's
talk-
both calm down.
That's
No.
bullshit. Stop doing that.
No, I'm
If
saying
you
let's
talk
both
behind-
calm down.
if you talk behind the scenes-
Let's both calm down because
putting
I'm
all
telling you
that.
right now, the way you talking to me, I'm taking it a different way. So let's both
So
calm
what does
down.
that mean, though?
I'm saying let's talk like
You gotta
brothers.
say that. You don't gotta say that.
I'm saying
Because what you
and you ain't gotta say that sucker shit. So I'm saying let's
You're
both
not a
calm.
sucker, but I said the behavior that happened
Then
is
we
sucker
good.
shit to me.
Then we good. Then we good. Now let's get back to the show.
But that's why you saying that?
Because when you say that sucker shit, I take that as disrespectful. And I take that as to me.
Don't like sucker.
To me, so I'm trying to tell you.
But there's a lot of shit you say to niggas that we take disrespectful for the
And
sake
it's
of.
not-
I
Okay,
don't know.
thank you. Because I don't want people. Because people will hear that and think I do that.
Well, I don't know if you do it.
So you
But
see
I
them
like
guys,
the reason
boy,
for
they
that.
got into a big old thing about sucker shit and talking shit. And old boy he should be a little smarter than that. What's his name? Mark Lamont Hill. You supposed to be a lawyer, all this PhD shit. Why you running around arguing with niggas from New York who barely got them and graduated high school? Niggas just doing YouTube videos, man. But it show you that the strength in numbers. Like this nigga Joe Budden got numbers. He got millions of people watching his show. And motherfuckers to do anything to get their name out there. Obviously, you making money off your clout. You making money off your face. You making money off your brands and your shows. So it's understandable. But it's like, damn, now you bugging out. What about them Caucasians? You was always trying to get around and be around them and work their companies and be on their shows and be on their networks. Like, you about to jump up and fight a nigga because he said you a sucker or called you a sucker type nigga, when technically you're around white people who say racist shit, they call you out for say nigga in front of you, you don't even get that mad. Like, damn, like you going this crazy over a motherfucker just saying the word sucker when you been sitting up around white people and they done said racial shit around you, like they done fired you at jobs, you ain't wrote nobody no evil ass letter, like you stupid ass motherfucker. Like these niggas be soft as hell, man. But I get it. You got to put your name out there. The clout is what's important, and the fight it did go down, as you can see. It's planned all over the internet. These niggas want to kill each other and shit. It's all about being up under Joe Budden because you know he is the man, and Joe Budden got the class his show. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do to make him correct. You know, connect with him. It looked like dude was finna get into a fight with Joe Budden at one time. I saw this clip, but I thought it was all fake. But it looked like they keeping it as if they was real. So let's look at it.
My response to that is, you don't check my word.
I do check your words.
You can't check my word.
Based off of what?
You can't.
Based off of what? Because you pay me, nigga? I'm a
No,
grown man.
because I'm
Based off of what?
and you can't check
But
my
you
word.
saying stupid shit about me and you keep doing
And
that.
respond in words. But you or nobody else in this world can tell me how the fuck to talk. Who the fuck are you
I'm
talking
telling you how you making me feel in the moment.
Then say that. Don't say you can't say that. You ain't.
That's just
say what the fuck I want to say.
I hear you.
The success of my shit. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Because you always
I ain't one of them envious niggas in the street.
I didn't say you were
Your
envious.
success don't bother me.
But you always say something
Stop
negative.
talking to me
But you
like
always
your
say
success
negative.
bothers
Don't
me.
touch
As if I ain't been one of the biggest advocates of your
But you
success.
always say something
Watch your
negative.
fucking
You
mouth.
highlight negativity, nigga. You highlight negativity. Period. You a negativity highlighter. Fuck you talking. When you was mad at me and that shit popped up with the girl, not one time you talked about it, nigga. With the battle rap shit, when the bitch got signed, not one time. You highlight everything negative, nigga. Fuck you talking about when it come to me. It's negative. Cracking jokes. Cracking jokes.
What battle rap?
I'm not arguing with you. You're right. I gotta go.
What?
So it'd be some heat over there at Joe Budden's show. And everybody is a man, so everybody got their standard of life and who you was when you grew up, who you was, how you was raised, how the streets raised you. That's who you gonna be. These podcasts don't really cloak who you are. It just make you more who you are. It's just cameras watching you. You know what I'm saying? So all that pipe down, watch how you talk to me. It's going to be a lot of that going on with the podcast game because people around each other not really around each other like that. You know, if we're around each other like at a job, then we basically probably won't fight because we know it's white people in the office and they'll fire us. We know it's white people that's going to call the police. We know it's motherfuckers who are going to come to court. They might even sue us for saying, y'all fucked up work that day. We didn't make enough money, so now we're going to sue you for the money we made. It's all kind of shit can happen to you when you got a corporate corporation kind of job. You got to show up every day. They might got you wearing a uniform, riding in a vehicle, or whatever the fuck you got to do at a job. So that's life. But then you talk about a podcast. You just around your niggas. You around a bunch of them. We laughing, talking shit. We, you know, sometimes we cool as fuck. It's not no beef. It's not no problem. And then some shit could come up. LeBron James against Michael Jordan. Then it's like, nigga, I'll kill you over that shit. I will murder you over who was the best basketball player. And I'm talking about real death, and I'm talking about really going to jail for it. So it's like really dramatics. It's like sometimes you see solo podcasts like mine, and then sometimes you see the podcast where it's a group, and then you thinking everybody cool. But even Corey Holcomb got into a beef with one of his guys on the show. Them niggas almost came to blows, and they was on the show together 10 years, sitting right next to each other. And then one culminating day, it turned into a motherfucking battle royale where it turned into, what the fuck you want to do? Get up and get it in right now. And Corey was like, I ain't finna fight you, man. Go get the fuck on. And dude left. And then dude never came back to the show. So, and Corey felt like, I'm not finna fight you because I spent $15,000 on the issue that we had together. So why would I also fight you? That alone was a smack upside my damn head, having to $15,000 for some shit you did. That punched me in the stomach. So it's like that. You need to be around people, you be around friends, you be around people, you have a cohesive environment, and sometimes it can go all bad. It's like that with family members for the holidays. It's like that. So these podcasts and all that shit is really like a highlight of people personalities and how it ultimately turn out. We all got to see next week or next show. Is it going to be another fight? Are they going to apologize? Is Joe Budden going to get them niggas suspensions like in the NBA? All right, that was a $5,000 suspension. That was a $5,000 suspension. Y'all not going to be on the show for a week. And then he just grew the show for a week. Then they come back next week. Hey, I want to apologize for arguing on the show like that. I really like that, because them niggas turned it up. And you could tell why they turned it up, because ultimately people be teachers' pets. You know, a teacher's pet is basically somebody who they want to do a lot of things for the teacher to make the teacher feel good and happy. By doing those things for the teacher is just a person. My father explained this to us. The teacher's just a kid, a person, a human. So if you do things for her, they're going to highlight you and see you and notice you, might even give you some extra favor. Like you pass out the papers or you open the door for everybody, whatever. And then everybody else in the class like, motherfucking teacher's pet, why you over here doing all this shit for Miss Thompson? And you like, I'm just helping out. And it's like, no, we're going to beat your ass because you making her like you and hate us. So it's like that. It's like that in family dynamics as well. So them niggas is booty kissers of Joe Budden. Joe Budden can't do nothing about it because he can't stop being a celebrity. He can't stop being the boss. He can't stop being the man because they ultra booty kissers. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was a teenager, we went to a camp. We wasn't kids going to camp. We were going to like help out. Like we were like 14, 15. So we were going to like help out the older people do shit. Like, all right, so we going. So one of the homies, he was from Argyle Gardens, which is a projects not too far from where I live. I heard of it, you know, but I'd never been out there. But I lived in a city, you know, where it's gang shit everywhere in both spots. So we meet up for the first time. We talking all our shit about the gangs. We from the neighborhoods and all that shit. So, you know, he from the gardens. I'm from the city. So another dude came to the camp. He was from a suburb called Homewood Flossmoor. So he had, it was kind of bougie suburb. So he brought like a letter, like an article from, you know, high school. He was like a wrestler. So he brought the article like, yo, I'm the #1 wrestler at my school or whatever. We all looking at the shit, reading like, damn, that's crazy. Congratulations. But well, I don't know this nigga. He from the suburbs. So anyway, we living, kicking it. So he was trying to kiss my homie ass, my buddy. He wanted to, like my buddy was from Argyle Gardens. He took a liking to him. So he wanted to kiss his butt. He wanted to be up under him. That's his business. I'm not your big brother. I don't give a damn what you do. You and that nigga can marry each other. What the fuck I care? So one day we're in our little sleeping areas. I'm on the top bunk, and he just all of a sudden say, you stole my shit. I forgot what it was. My headphones, whatever. He stole my headphones to me. And I'm sitting like, what? Now, me and old boy Trey, the other guy he was trying to kiss butt, we was competitive with each other. We slap box, we hooped against each other. He beat me. We hooped against each other. We did all kind of shit. And I only lost like 1 or 2. That's why it don't matter saying it. He beat me. It was 14 at the motherfucking basketball court out there in Michigan. I lost. Make a long story short, dude wanted to kiss his butt. For whatever reason, he was just into this guy. So he tried to pull it with me. Just one random day, he said, man, you stole my shit. I'm thinking like, stole your shit? Nigga, I'm in the fucking top bunk. What the fuck I steal? So he like, I'm gonna beat your ass. So now I'm like, damn, I gotta get out the fucking bed and whoop this dude's ass because he threatening me. I'm like, I ain't stole shit. You know I ain't stealing, whatever it was. So apparently, old boy had stolen the guy who booty he kissing, but he don't know who booty he kissing. This nigga from Argyle Gardens, he shiesty like that. Not that everybody shiesty out there, but this is what this guy was like at that time. So He took whatever it was and he kept blaming me for it. I'm thinking like, you saw me in the bed, you saw me. Nah, fuck that, I'm finna beat your ass. So we get up and we young, so we circling each other shoulder to shoulder, we spinning in a circle. So I see the guy, the one who he kissing, he telling me, he like, fuck that nigga, hit him, punch his ass. And I'm sitting back like circling, like I'm not trying to really have a fight. I'm about to go to bed, but this guy keeps saying I stole some shit from him, like what the fuck? So now I'm about to have a fight with him. So anyway, we keep circling, and then I end up seeing out the peripheral of my eye, he telling the other guy who trying to fight me to punch me too. He like, punch that motherfucker, punch it. So I'm like, oh damn, so this nigga trying to, so in my mind, coming from the city, I'm thinking they trying to jump me. They trying to double team me. So I just come up off the guy, hit him, fing. And you know, I'm getting it to him. So the motherfucker he getting caught up in the face. So he goes straight to wrestling. He come, cause this nigga with the article. So he run up, grab my ass, boom. I'm spooked now. I'm like, this nigga put me in a wrestling move and shit. And this nigga got the article about being in a wrestling. I'm like, I ain't even stole shit from this nigga. Why the fuck am I fighting this motherfucker? This is the stupidest shit. So I'm like, I used my weapon. I bit the fucking, ow. I put them vipers in his motherfucking ass and I bit that nigga so fucking hard and long, he jumped up screaming like a bitch. Ah! Ah! And then he started running. And I was like, basically, this was your fault. You coming, and so the next day, the next time, the rest of the weeks we up there, he up here taking some medicine and shit, walking around with Band-Aid all over his motherfucking arm. And I'm looking at this nigga like a pussy-ass puppy because I'm like, you started this shit. This was what you wanted. You wanted to kiss this nigga ass, whatever reason y'all into each other, whatever he got going on, and you want to be up under him, that's your fucking choice. But if you turn that shit to me, and now I gotta fight you so you can prove to him your loyalty or whatever, I'm finna put the gauntlet on your ass so you never play with me again. And I bit that bitch ass nigga so motherfucking long, I ain't give a fuck. And so after that, everybody had to explain. He picked a fight with me. He kept saying I stole something. I didn't get out to saying you stole some shit from me. So if you pick a fight with somebody, what you take your ass home is on your own motherfucking accord. That's your business. So make a long story short, his mother and them took him out to camp. And I was just laughing at his bitch ass from that point on. Like, that was your fault. You run up on me. First, you come to the place as a spook bitch telling us that you got a camp, that you're a wrestler at some camp. Nobody else got an article. Like, we don't even fucking read newspapers. And he got a cutout of him. So I didn't even see a fight coming in the future. I'm young. I'm 14, 15. I'm just like, oh, damn, congratulations. Like, then later on, he lock in wanting to be dude's friend. And he just take off on me like, I'm going to be cool with him, so fuck you. And it's like, just be his friend. Like, why I got to be your enemy? Like, I'm not involved with if y'all cool. But I understood that to be a thing called common enemy. So common enemy mean I'm going to diss you and try to fight you so that they'll like me. And then we'll make you our common enemy. We don't really fuck with each other. We don't even like each other at all. But we like each other in the fact that we both don't like you. And that's what's common enemy. And eventually, if you let them people have each other, if you don't fight it and be like, no, I was your friend. Why would you leave me? And I can't believe you're doing this to me. If you just let common enemy play out, they're not going to even fuck with each other long. They're going to, if you remove yourself from it and then they stuck with each other, they're not even finna fuck with each other long. They're going to separate fast as hell. You'll reach back and contact them and say, hey, whatever happened? Man, that motherfucker did this to me. Oh, no, I can't believe she said that. And you be like, I thought y'all was fucking tight as hell. But that's really what common enemy, and it's like even like that with family. If they don't like you, just remove yourself. If they don't kick it with you, just step back. If at a job, if they all in the cahoots or in the clique and they don't like you, just remove yourself, step back. That's the maturity part. You learn this. You step out of it and watch it all play out. They're going to be fucking battling and crazy, going up against each other, trying to cut each other's throat. And then you can slip right back inside and be like, oh, y'all done playing the game with each other? And if you think about it, that's what white people do in Africa the whole time. The tribes are always crashing out with each other, killing each other, having internal wars. And the Europeans just come in that bitch, run the whole goddamn thing. And now the Asians pop up and be like, hey, we got a Chinatown. And ain't no black people allowed over here. In Africa. Because they're using the common enemy theory. It works in every aspect. It does not matter the color of the people. They don't like you, remove yourself. They're going to show you how much they hate each other. But if you keep trying to be in the mix, then they'll keep that shit strongest. You are the glue. That's how that works. So them two niggas trying to battle on Joe Budden's show. Joe Budden is technically the glue. He's not going to leave his show. Why would I leave my show because y'all can't get along? They should be around him trying to build up better their brains so they can figure out how to get to his level of money, his level of fandom. But they can't think that because it's a cesspool, it's a sickness in the thought. They thought is, you must die. In order for me to rise, you have to go down. In order for me to come up, you have to crash. And that's the reason why black motherfuckers be having a little bit. They don't see it as a group effort. Like, okay, Joe Biden got this, you got that, now we got that. Look, guys, we own 200 million people as followers together, just all of us in this one little room. They don't see it like that. It's like one person got to be at the top, and he got to like me, and that means I got to take you out. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section about those guys having a battle royale on Joe Budden show. What y'all think about that? And who y'all had in the fight? You know what I'm saying? We had a poll going on down there. Do you wish they would have actually fought? I kind of wish they would have, but I'm kind of glad they didn't because they would have just been destroying Joe Budden shit. They would have been destroying their own shit. They'd have been crashing out, fighting, and Joe Budden got to go out there and be like, hey, manager of the building, I know I'll pay for that glass they broke, or I'll get them extra money for that. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all big grown-ass niggas, man? You want to fight at your mama house? You want to fight at the white lady company? What the fuck are you doing here doing this shit? So you got to be careful about who you let around you. So that's all I got on this old podcast, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and I'll have the rest of the 2 times 2 real podcast linked right up there for the playlist. All right.